Michael Flynn warns of dark forces promoting socialism and driving God out of America through attacks on law enforcement in an op-ed published Tuesday. In an editorial published in the Western Journal, Flynn, who briefly served as President Trump's first national security advisor, said these dark forces could cost Americans their freedom. He wrote, "I believe the attacks being presented to us today are part of a well-orchestrated and well-funded effort that uses racism as its sword to aggravate our battlefield dispositions. This weapon is used to leverage and legitimize violence and crime, not to seek or serve the truth." Flynn said these attacks serve only one purpose: to promote radical social change through power and control. He wrote, "They are also intent on driving God out of our families, our schools and our courts. They are even seeking the very removal of God from our churches, essentially hoping to remove God from our everyday lives." Flynn called on Americans to meet these challenges with optimism, saying it was the best way to overcome fear. According to Michael Flynn, "We must be tenacious in the ultimate end we wish to gain. That end is to remain an unwavering constitutional republic based on a set of Judeo-Christian values and principles. We must not fear these and instead embrace them." Flynn had pleaded guilty twice to lying to the FBI about his conversations with the then Russian ambassador in 2017. He later recanted and professed his innocence. The Justice Department last month sought to end its prosecution of Flynn, but the federal judge overseeing the case did not immediately grant the request. A federal appeals court last week ordered the judge to dismiss the case, ending a legal drama that had meandered through the federal courts since 2017. Republican Kentucky Senator Rand Paul criticized Dr. Anthony Fauci during his testimony in front of a Senate panel. "It is a fatal conceit to believe any one person or small group of people has the knowledge necessary to direct an economy or dictate public health behavior," Paul said Tuesday. "I think government health experts during this pandemic need to show caution in their prognostications." The senator accused public health experts of instilling undue fear in school teachers over the pandemic, and reiterated his desire to see schools reopen in the fall. Paul added, "We shouldn't presume that a group of experts somehow knows what's best for everyone. When are we gonna tell the people the truth? That it's okay to take their kids back to school?" Paul said also, "We need to not be so presumptuous that we know everything. But, my question to you is, can't you give us a little bit more on schools, so that we can get back to school?" Fauci responded to Paul, telling him that he agrees with him on the importance of returning kids to school. Fauci said, "I feel very strongly we need to do whatever we can to get the children back to school." Fauci also added that some of his past comments on the ability of sporting leagues and schools to reopen have been taken out of context. Fauci added, "When things get in the press of what I supposedly said, I didn't say. I never said we can't play a certain sport. The only thing that I can do is, to the best of my ability, give you the facts and the evidence associated with what I know about this outbreak." Some parts of the U.S. have experienced a surge in corona cases over the past few weeks, and recently recorded 37,000 new cases, breaking the country's single-day record. States such as Arizona and Texas have reimposed some restrictions on businesses in the state to slow the spread, and avoid overwhelming their medical systems.